What's up, superstars? Today I'm going to do a quick tutorial video on showing you how to fix your artwork for DTF even if you don't have the right file format. Now for this video we're going to be using our online Gangsheet Builder to do the edits. So if you're using our transfer by size, stick with that method. This is just for our Gangsheet Builder tool. Now the limitations on our Gangsheet Builder tool is that you can only edit PNG files because at the end of the process it does export to us as a PNG. So if you're doing a CMYK color matching or anything that is color specific to your files, then you still want to continue to use our transfer by size page. With that said, let's say you have a PDF file from a customer or something that you have by yourself. I'm going to try to keep this as free as possible. So if you have Photoshop, use it. If not, we're going to be using an online free program called Photopea. This lets you do simple edits and it helps you export in any file format that you need. Again, it's a free online version, so take advantage of that. Let's go ahead and get started. We're going to go ahead and head to Photopea and we're just going to go ahead and click on new project. We're going to set our artboard. First, I'm going to set it as inches because that's what I like to work with. I'm just going to go ahead and put 12 inches, maybe by 16, something larger than your original artwork. But most importantly, we're going to set it at 300 DPI. Now, as far as background, we're going to try to do transparent background, but it doesn't always open as a transparent background, especially if you're uploading it as a PDF file. So let's go ahead and click create. Now, these checkered boxes, again, it shows that it is transparent. We're just going to go ahead and open our file. This is going to be the artwork that our customer sent us. So let's take a look at it. There you go. As you guys can see, it is a PDF. So in this particular Photopea program, the PDFs don't necessarily read as a transparent file. But not to worry, when you guys use our Gangsheet Builder, we can take care of the background and all that good stuff. So once you have this loaded file, we're going to export it as a PNG. So now we converted a PDF to a PNG. So we're going to change this again to inches to make sure that everything is nice and in position. We're going to just do 10 inches on the width, and the height will naturally flow with whatever it is once it's exported. So it picked up 10 by basically 12.78. And again, it's smaller than the artboard, or it doesn't really matter in this particular case, but I do want it around 10, 11 inches for an adult t-shirt. So let's go ahead and click on save. It's 2 megabytes, it's exported. So next thing we're going to do is head over to our website, transfersuperstars.com. We're going to head over to transfers. We're going to use our Gangsheet Builder. So under Gangsheets, DTF, Gangsheet Builder. We can go ahead and choose any of these Gangsheet sizes that you want. I'm just going to start off at 22 by 24. Don't worry, you can always adjust it later on. We're going to start off as a brand new Gangsheet. We're going to go ahead and upload the artwork. And now we're going to upload the PNG. At the same time, I'm also going to upload the PDF just to show you why we're doing the PNG method. So now that the PNG and the PDF is loaded, well, technically the PDF is still loading, but we're going to upload the PNG. So this is it. Now, for some reason, it only exported at 5 by 6, which is kind of weird because I did export it at a much bigger size. But not to worry, we're going to go ahead and fix this later on. You guys can see the resolutions at 151. We do recommend printing it at 300 DPI. That gives you the optimal resolution for DTF transfers. Now, we've had a lot of rain, so that's probably why you see that the upload speed is so slow. Internet has just been really slow around here. But not to worry, it's going to upload pretty quickly afterwards. So let's take a look. Now that it's up, as soon as it pops up, I'm just going to go ahead and import it right into our Gangsheet. There you go. Maybe it's too big. Let's go. There you go. Did too many of those. All right. So let me split this page so we can have a side-by-side view. Now, first thing I'm going to do is click on the PDF. So once I click on the PDF, as you guys can see on the left-hand corner right here, there is no edit button. If I click on the PNG file that I just exported, you now have the edit button. Now we're going to click on the edit. Now there are 5 different options on what you can use our tool for. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to upscale the quality. I want to make it pristine before I do any work to it. I would say you want to mess around with any of these first. You can always go back and forth just to see which works better. Sometimes working on the file works better. Sometimes upscaling the file works better. So in this particular case, I'm just going to go ahead and upscale it. You can kind of see the preview here is a little bit blurry here, not the most pristine, but again, it's a drawn artwork. So, you know, there's certain expectations here, but right away, visually, I can tell that the turkey is so much more crisp. The buggy is also much more crisp. All the leaves here are very sharp and the colors are more bold. You have a lot less graininess that's happening here. So once it is upscaled, I'm gonna go ahead and remove the background. There you go. The background is removed. It did a very, very good job. It is not 100% perfect, but again, you guys are doing a one-click background removal. So this is pretty good in my opinion. Once that's said, you guys can do some basic edits. If this has gradients, it will bring up a notification that it has gradients and you can fix it with halftones, or you can use our color tool if you need to. So in this case, I'm just gonna use our color tool. Let's say I'm not happy with the purple. So you can select the purple here. And the tolerance, if it has a gradient level to it, you can increase the tolerance and that'll pick up more of the purple shade. But if it's very solid like this case, you can leave it at 10. It'll pick up all the purple. The Glamis style will be changed. The 2025 will be changed. So you choose the purple by clicking on that. You replace it with, let's say I want to do a cream color. So I'm gonna go to the orange right here. I'm gonna manually adjust it. I think the cream color will look good in the fall. Now, you do want to click outside of this box right here, like that, and then you click replace. You want to do these little settings first and then click apply. For some reason, this is how it works. So if it exits this editing, make sure you try the settings again, click on the white area right there, and then click apply like what I just did. Rewind that if you need to watch that again. There you go. It is nice and now in a cream color style. I like the results. I'm gonna click apply. It's gonna apply it to this image, and if you have any of the same images that are on there, it's also gonna apply there as well. Okay, so these are the results that you're getting. Let's take a closer look at this. So I'm gonna go ahead and zoom in with this magnifying glass right here. I'm gonna try to center this as much as possible. If the checkered background is throwing you guys off, click on settings. You can change any of the colors right here. So gray, black, white, you can go ahead and change any color, so just as FYI. But in this case, let's just go ahead and take a closer look. I'm gonna zoom in closer, and then let's take a look at this version right here. It's very blurry, it's hand-drawn. It even has this part being transparent, but with our tool, it kind of fixed it. It made it white. I kind of like the white better than it being transparent, but you know, it's really up to you on how you wanna play with it. It is not a perfect tool, but again, it helps you get better quality design and better quality transfers. So if you have a client and you fix up all their artwork, no matter where they go to get their transfers done, you're gonna be able to provide better graphics because you fixed it up for them just by a simple upscale, just by a simple button like what I just did. So take a look at this. I'm gonna close this so that you can see this better. And then I'll take out this resolution line and take a look. So even then, this is only at 300. This is at 541. So it's a lot better already. But even optimal is already 300. So you're in good shape. But look at those details. The turkey, so sharp, so pristine. You're gonna get a lot less graininess once you get this printed on a transfer. You can look at the details right here, the bush on the lighting. You can see that the colors are just really sharp here overall. The tires, even the shine on the tire here, it's just really, really nice. Thanksgiving is sharper by a little bit, but overall just sharper. Everything, the colors are just more solid all around. Again, the main thing that you're seeing is that you're getting a crispier transfer. It's gonna look way better on a t-shirt. So next thing you wanna do in this case, again, click save, and just like that, add it to cart. There you have it, guys. A quick, easy, free way to not only fix up your artwork before printing, but help you with some simple color editing. If you found this video helpful, or if you want to see more tutorials like this, please give this 2 thumbs up. If you need any professional DTF help or want to stop wasting money on bad transfers, please submit your orders to us. Reach out, we're here to help you guys out. My name is Phil, I'll catch you guys on that next one.